It's a really difficult conversation to have, obviously, with families. And it's important that we help you frame that conversation in a way that's supportive of you. And to be honest, one of the major, things that I want you guys to take out of this conversation is the steps that you can take in order to feel as least guilty as possible after the actual process of euthanasia occurs. There's always going to be some type of guilt. I know I've been through it myself as well, but hopefully this conversation is going to help you feel like you know what to do next, and that you can make the right decision moving forward so that you feel comfortable with what happened. It's never going to be perfect. Losing a pet is awful and terrible, but hopefully you can feel as comfortable as possible. I'm going to start with this, which is really what everybody says when they hear about what I do, or, particularly when I'm on call and I walk into a home and somebody opens the door and they see me and they just start crying. And, they say something like, how do you do this? This must be the worst part of your day. You must have a terrible job, or things like that. But let me tell you, this is an honor. Okay. It's an honor to help you through this entire process. And doctors that type of work, for a while I thought I was the only weird one out there, but I'm not. There's many of us that feel this way. We love doing this. We love helping you through this process, and it is truly an honor to help you through this. So I hope you see it that way, and particularly from our conversations, I hope you feel like it is something that helps you. So the first thing I wanted to do is help you understand that when we talk about end-of-life care, what we're talking about is shifting from a quality of life, right, which is what veterinary medicine is all about, is providing a quality of life to the families and to the pets that we see, shifting to a quality of death. And by quality of death, I mean that you have two options, okay? You can either try to, eke out every last moment that you possibly can with your pet, but what's happening is that you may risk an emergency situation if you waited too long. And rushing to the emergency room at 2 o'clock, that's why I started this company, is so that there's a better way. And that is what I mean when I say a quality of death. So it is actually possible to have an experience with your pet that is this compassionate, loving, calm experience in the home, if you want it to be, or on the beach at sunset, or in your backyard, surrounded by family and by saying prayers together. And that's possible if we make the decision at a particular time that is supportive of the disease process that your pet is going through. The way that I explain it to people, because everyone always assumes that there's this like perfect moment that you want to say goodbye to your pet, right? There's one moment in time. But really, there's a subjective period of time in which euthanasia is a good decision. It may not be your only decision, but it is a good decision.
Does your dog seem irritable? Does it spend a lot of time scratching and itching? Do you smell anything unpleasant coming from its skin? If the answer is yes, then it might be suffering from a yeast infection. You'll learn how to recognize the symptoms, identify the underlying reasons, and discover treatment and preventative options in this video.